the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle Show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young...
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Mike, go high! Lady! All right. Let's go, D, let's go! All right, let's get it.
Here's Dalvin Cook, third year back from Florida State. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now this one complete on the slant route. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
On third down, Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 47. Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That'll be complete to Cook. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45.
Go!
From the gun, Jones. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Anthony Zettel popping in for the sack. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
To try again after the sack. Jones, and the pressure gets to him again. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Go! We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go!
Now Jones. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Fielded just inside the 20. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. 1 rushing, 1 receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball in the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. Where do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Topper! Now! Ready?
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line.
Second
Pickup of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 at the 42-yard line.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14, Giants nothing.
Set 90 Wolf. 5. 50's the mic. 50's the mic.
On 2nd and 7, Jones, and he whips that one incomplete there. Golden Tate, his intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He completes it to Tate. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back. Part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards. A good pickup there, a 22.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas true blue on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well. 2
yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I'm going back to you.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he finds his target. It's Sharp. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
And the Vikings first down.
Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
First down, Minnesota.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Sharp. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's now 10 of 10 throwing the ball here to start the game. Now here's a throw that's taken in by Tajay Sharp. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. From 21 yards away. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point try by Bailey. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Next to score, Vikings 21, Giants 7.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, tight. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. Hey, Alpha. Get him.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. This is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Evan Ingram, 76 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Rosas good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
And the Vikings first down.
54 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Draw play, Cousins to Cook. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Cousins. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Cousins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10.
You draw Corker. Go, Jackrabbit, come on. Hey, Zoo. It's 50, Mike's 50. All day, dog. Mike 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, hey, hey. Yep. 50, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. It's our time.
Throwing, Jones. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Galvin away and bring up 2nd down.
And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. Jones now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready? 60 picture. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike's 50. Mike's 50. We don't want this. Mike 50. Mike.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. He's going to take, and Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. That'll be taken in the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Check. Walk 54. You ain't doing nothing. First. Bravo. Mike 5-4.
First down. Here's Cousins. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there. I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker Mason Foster. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now. Hey, check Michael.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Hey, watch it. Look at me. Go. Ship. Shoot.
Looking to throw. Jones. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain there of 30 big ones. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check Michael.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun. It's hauled in by Shepard. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it.
Gotta do better.
Jones now, a final shot before break. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You're probably prepared for maybe.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Cousins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a run with Cook. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Give him 18 there and give the Vikings a 1st down.
First down, Minnesota. Listen to me. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day. Hey, Delta. It's going to be a long day. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Army.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
Hey, Charlie. You better bring 58's to Mike. 58's to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted, like you said. The pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Lean up, 48. Check hot route. Hot. Hey, orbit.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Sam Acho drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Oh, he left this one out to the right. That's a bad miss. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Bandit. Swing.
Hey. Greystone, travel. Big grip.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, 30, 10, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
A 1st down throw for Cousins. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. Now Cook running right. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
What you just saw there, 1st-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning them for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Now this throw caught left side. He's at the 30, the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit. And they got the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
42, Vikings 28. Dan Bailey to kick off for Minnesota.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense maybe expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Hey, exit.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he's got his man. This is Tate. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Jones now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
Jones from the gun, he'll throw. Caught right side, Tate. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A lot of eyes on Golden Tate this year to see if he can take over some of the production that OBJ had before he got shipped to Cleveland. You know, Beckham had 1,000-yard seasons 4 of his 5 years in New York. Golden Tate struggled at the end of last year in Philadelphia, but he had a really good run in Detroit, including 3,000-yard seasons in the middle of this decade.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. From the gun on third down, Jones. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 37. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with third and long.
Hey, Zoo.
Check me out. 58's the money. 58's the money.
Cousins the thrower. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, we got to seal. We got to seal. We got to seal.
Hey, high 7. Go.
Hey, we got to get to that. Mike over there. Come on.
Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Topper, Topper.
Mike 9. Hang out.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6. Shoot.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's complete left side to Shepard. Past the 20. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Sterling Shepard, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
The Vikings take over first and 10.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something that there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 43. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, first and 10 at the 43. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Hey, receiver. Bravo.
On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be...
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early. to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
In on the stop, Mason Foster, who was 7th in the NFL in tackles a year ago.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 54. Let's get the ball.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. His throw incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, but it'll be 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Cousins now. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dalvin Tomlinson forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down. Now Cousins on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down at the 10.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 9-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations,
For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon.